extreme slow motion. Hello everyone, I'm Tom.
I'm Galen.
And this is 15 minutes of FUME. We are very happy to film this video today, and I know that Galen in particular just can't wait to get it over with.
I'm very, very excited. Yes, you heard that correctly. Very, very.
Very, very. Isn't that a disease?
Oh, is it?
Hold on. It's a thiamine deficiency in which the body doesn't have enough vitamin B1.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't know
so,
that. Okay, well.
Very insensitive. What a way to begin. Maybe let's just start the whole thing over. No, we don't do that anymore. So today we are sniffing samples from Cranberry Bog, which is a little sub-series of perfumes from Black Phoenix Alchemy Labs' Yule/Winter collection.
It's just a little bog.
It's just a wee 5-cent bog. You know, you could practically just step over it. So what I love about this is that cranberry is not a strictly seasonal scent. Did I Cindy Brady that one? It's not a strictly seasonal scent. You know, we associate it with certain holiday rituals, and yet you could have like a vodka cranberry pretty much any night of the year, or every night of the year, if that's your thing. Yeah, it's like I like that this is a series that, you know, lends itself to a certain, you know, cool weather fantasy, but could probably, I'm assuming, be adapted to year-round use. We like to get a lot of mileage out of our perfumes.
Let's jump into this bog.
Yeah, we're already bogging down.
Boggin'.
So, toboggan?
No, I said see
No,
what's...
that is a strictly wintertime
boggin'.
activity. We're talking over each other too much. So we'll begin with cranberries, strawberries, and sweet cream. I love this series because I can just read it off the label. I don't have to look at a screen, you know?
In the present, in the moment.
I'm very
you
present.
You and the perfume and me.
I'm
and
disturbingly
the dog,
present.
And the camera and the lights.
Well,
I'm checking all three notes.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. I'm like, it basically smells exactly as described.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you get a scent of that, like a whiff of that really distinctive strawberry note, but there's definitely something else under it. The cranning, you know. There's like a strawberry ice cream quality to this.
That makes sense.
What the cranberry does in this blend, because the strawberries and cream could make it like a really sugary, sweet situation, but the cranberry really does give it a bite.
Yes. It's tart.
It's not as yielding of a berry, you know what I'm saying? It's not as obliging. Like the strawberry has just been like, you know, mutated beyond recognition into some kind of like people-pleasing, you know, fruit that just does what it's told, but the cranberry is like a stubborn bog bitch that's just like, I am what I am. You grow me in a bog. Like, you're just gonna deal with it. Deal with it. I'm not just some supermarket strawberry, okay? Yeah,
Yeah, it really does have an ice cream quality, especially as it's like settling down.
but a real like kind of a freshness and a tartness, which is hard to explain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which kind of takes it out of like the little kid land of, you know, strawberry ice cream.
Yeah.
And into like, I don't know.
Strawberry ice cream.
Exactly. That's it. So we're going to move on now to cranberry and skin musk. A lot of sibilant S's in these perfumes.
Yeah.
I'm screwed. Okay, ready? Wow.
Oh.
This is like decades more adult than the last fragrance. There's something really elegant about it. It smells grown up in the way that I would as a child have imagined that, you know, when like in Pretty Woman, when Julia Roberts gets all dressed up to go to the opera, you know, and it's just like this full transformation, and suddenly, oh my god.
She smells like this.
She smells, this is it. Because it's the red dress, you know what I'm saying?
All right, no, I mean, I get it. Like,
someone out there gets it.
I understand what you're saying, but I just like something about it.
It's
just
the skin
really
musk makes it
me.
like really. There's like a it's clean and refined.
Oh, this is so nice.
It merges with the tartness of the berry in a way that, again, like really just kind of like, it's all tucked back and sucked in and double stick taped and like impeccable. Doesn't it smell like a person? I'm always so fascinated by the skin musk notes because there's just like a real sense of like a warm living body to it. And if you were like a dead person and you're trying to like give that illusion, then that's how you do it.
Don't want anyone to catch on. Put a little skin musk behind
Yeah,
your
yeah.
ears.
Oh, no.
Nope, totally alive. The smell of
Totally
an alive person.
I haven't been dead for years.
Yeah, it is really clean, but yet it does smell like a person. This is very fascinating. I love this, though.
You know what it reminds me of? Is a perfume that hasn't been launched yet, so this is very annoying, but it's that one from the Caligari collection of the XXX Means Kisses. That's a tart hibiscus skin musk. And
it's also very clean, yeah.
Yeah, very... It's just like a kind of similar scent, although that one has like a little nicotine flower, I think. Anyway, this is kind of like a beautiful, like feminine, flirty, but not too flirty. You know, just like, it's like kind of calm, relaxed.
Yeah.
And in that sense, not like Julia Roberts at the opera at all.
She was not relaxed.
No, we all remember what a life-changing night that
Girls
was.
amped.
So,
Pretty.
all right. Let's move on to see what the cranberry, almond, and dark musk smells like. A dark musk. A dark musk approaches. Everyone needs to, roll the dice to see if they are horrified. Like in Arkham Horror again, remember? You roll a mental health check to see if you're horrified. You're still doing it?
Oh, I really like this.
Yeah. Whoa. Wowzers. It's like sirens going off in the background. This is like the grittier, like Soul Sister. This is the
that is so
Laura San Giacomo
her name is Kit.
fragrance. You know, like there's something really like there's like a lush, heavy wetness to it in the bottle. It's got to be that bog. At last, we're in the bog.
Straight from the bog to your ears
and nose.
And nose. This is
don't put the perfume in your ear.
So strong. Oh, I thought you were going to.
No, I mean it's like a really robust, like heady. There's like the fruit is just supple. It is. Yeah, it's a supple fruit.
The musk is dark.
And if I'm wrong, let me be damned for it.
I don't think you're wrong.
There's something. Okay, so we smelled Spumoni recently from the same collection, and that also was like a nutty, cherry, like fruity situation. So different. Night and day, really. And I mean, partly it's the musk which pulls this out. Like, you know, the gourmand element is really intense at first, but the musk really pulls it out of there and is just like, no, come with me, child. And then, you know, before you know it, you're, working the streets in Hollywood.
There's just really a lot of pretty women in this video. Who knew that this is where it would go?
We never know. They never really explain, do they, how she ended up there?
You know what? I don't think they do. I don't think they go into why she does it.
She has a dark past, hence the dark musk. Anyway, this is
after a moment with like letting the cranberry settle, because that was very strong initially. The musk is coming out more. This is
it's mysterious. It has an air of mystery, you know.
Oh, I do like that. I like the musk and the almond together. I think that's really interesting.
There's like a sinister sadness to it, you know? Like it must have been love, but it's over now. Now I'm just trying to crack you up. Now let's go on to... Let's just move all the way on, if possible, to cranberry, honeyed sandalwood, and patchouli root. Oh.
Okay.
This is giving me Lupercalia.
Yeah, I think it's that honey. It's that, like, very languid honey where you're just like...
Yes. Yes. It's like all of my cerebral spinal fluid has been replaced with honey. And I like how I feel.
And that patchouli root's not going anywhere either. It's just like,
Disco.
Hey, why don't you come sit on the couch?
Yeah. Why don't you come and sit on the couch and just babble incoherently for upwards of 27 minutes about 5 relatively straightforward fragrances. I really want to get this on the skin so badly that I think I just touched it to my nose. So I'm going to put it a little bit over here. Just a really rich, fruity, incensey honey, which I know, like, shocking based on the listed set components. It reminds me, though, of that, the Danger Honey from Lupercalia a couple of years ago, the Murderer one. Remember? With the dark lilies or whatever?
Yeah, lilies and musk? Something like that?
It was, this...
What? This is so... The cranberry really does add a strange tartness to all of this, though.
The cranberry is surprisingly forward on this, and then the patchouli is really tempered, and I would say even like the sandalwood is a little more standy outy than the patchouli here. I mean, obviously the two just go together, you know. It's beautiful.
It is. It smelled different in the bottle. It really smells different on the skin. Like,
I mean, it really has like an earthy kind of maturity and elegance, you know? A kind of like a carnal knowingness. It's damn sexy.
it is. And kind of scary.
Yeah.
In a good way.
But that's what makes it sexy. This is my favorite so far. In terms of what I would actually wear. I guess, like, I mean, sandalwood and patchouli, you can't really go wrong. Right? Honey it up a little bit. Plop a cranberry into it. You've got a winner. Well, shall we do one more?
Yes.
One more shot before we hit the road? Cranberry, Tonka, and Amber. There's just nothing wrong with any of those things altogether. Ooh, this one really, for some reason, does smell kind of like a cocktail to me. Are you getting that?
Yeah. What's that about?
It's really hard to say. I'm going to do a whole little glug here. Glug, glug, glug. I love that cranberry. It's not a super sweet fruit.
Like a drink.
Yeah. There's just like, I think it's just because there's like an interesting like dryness to it.
From the Tonka. Yeah.
It has a scent of like some kind of like tincture or like fruity extract.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm not really smelling the amber. Are you? What's going on?
I mean, not exactly. But because the cranberry is smelling so altered.
I got it.
You got it.
It just clicked.
Well, I got it.
The planets aligned and there it was.
There it is. It's just kind of like stained by the cranberry. That's what I think.
Oh.
You just like
This
rolled
is
your
nice.
amber around in a bunch of muddled cran.
Once the amber comes out.
I can't really smell the Tonka. I'm sure it's doing something.
I do. That's like what the dryness is.
Yeah.
And that like...
The fuzziness.
The fuzziness, yeah. It's sort of like a muted, fuzzy...
It's just gorgeous.
Almost musk, but not really.
I like, so most of these, you know, it's like really the fruit part of it, like no one is necessarily, I think, going to be like, who smells like cranberry? You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
There's just kind of like this like rich redness and like a tartness that is like fruity, but like I would say the one that is the fruitiest is probably the strawberry cranberry.
Yeah.
Obviously, because that kind of pulls it into a more familiar gourmand place. And the rest of them just seem to have, you know, like it's got a little bit of the humidity and the acidity and the things that are suggestive of fruit But it's so well blended with these other notes that it just transforms into like a different association. This Tonka, the Tonka and Amber one, I think is just like also kind of amazingly gender blind. I would say that more so than the honeyed patchouli, you know, I guess, which struck me as being like kind of like more feminine, I guess, because the honey just kind of takes it there for me.
I'm definitely team cranberry and skin musk.
You are.
That's the one. I went through all of them again.
You're such an ingenue.
What?
Yeah, weirdly on the skin, here, this is where I put all of this. The cranberry, tonka, and amber is the one I think that codes like the least gender to me. You know, like it just, I mean, maybe it's like the dryness and it just has other associations. It doesn't seem to go so like, you know, fruity and flirty. Or like fruity and flirty, you know, like whatever it's doing. It's just kind of like emanating some other mood. So the whole kind of like range, a whole palette of colors to paint from, songs in the key of cran. So, yeah, I guess.
That's it. There's
it.
no more.
There are 5. We after we did a video last time that was a truly bewildering amount of scents, I almost feel like it's like a day off when we only have to talk about 5. So that's it for now. We will just keep soldiering onward through our fits of irrelevance and keep smelling the Yules until we run out of Yules to smell, and then perhaps by then something else will show up and we'll smell that. Deal?
Yeah. Deal.
Deal? Deal?
Oh.
All right then. Well, you've got your homework cut out for you. I want everyone also to tell us what they've been sniffing. We have this lovely comment section, and people usually, so far, mostly just utilize it to tell us sweet little things about how much they enjoy hearing from us, and we love that because it does sometimes feel like we're hollering into the void. But I also am curious to see, hear, to know what else you've been smelling, what you got from the Yules that's clicking, what's off and popping, maybe what's not clicking. You can tell us, no judgment. So, and don't forget to write some reviews of your fragrances in the bpal.org web forum. If you have a membership, it's very easy. You sign up, you post what you thought about the fragrance, and then other people who are looking at the fragrances might read what you have to say and think, and that's it. I do it all the time. So, and with that, we release you back to whatever you were doing before this happened to you.
Thank you for your time.
Yes.
Goodbye.